So today we will find out the moment of inertia of a rod. So I'll write the heading here. The heading is moment of inertia of a rod. And in this case the axis passes through the end of the rod. I will write axis passes through the end of the rod. So I will draw the diagram. Suppose this is a rod having mass m and length l, and the axis is this. The axis makes an angle alpha with the rod. So what we do is, actually we know that the moment of inertia is m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square, or sigma mr square. So we can take a very small length of the rod. I will denote it here. Suppose this is a very small length, we denote it by suppose dx, and it is at a distance x from the axis. Now I is equal to mr square, where r must be the perpendicular distance. So what we have to do is, we have to draw the perpendicular distance from the axis. This is the perpendicular distance. This we can write as r, where r denotes the perpendicular distance. Now if you can see in this triangle, in this triangle we can write sine alpha is equal to r upon x. So r will be equal to x sine alpha. So this very small length dx has a perpendicular distance x sine alpha from this axis. Now after this dx has some mass which we can call as dm. So what we can say is, the total L length has a mass m, unit length has a mass m upon L, and dx length has a mass m upon L into dx. This m upon L into dx we call as dm. This dm is equal to m upon L into dx. We have got dm. We have also got r, which was x sine alpha. So di can be written as dm into r square. So we can write di is equal to dm. dm means m upon L into dx into r square. R means x sine alpha square. So di is equal to m upon L sine square alpha x square dx. Now if we integrate this from 0 to L, we will get I is equal to m upon L sine square alpha, and the integration of x square is x cube upon 3 from 0 to L. So I will be equal to m upon L sine square alpha upon 3 and L to the power 3. Now with this L, it cancels out, we get square. So I will be equal to ml square sine square alpha upon 3. So we have seen that if this is a rod and this is the axis, having angle alpha. So the moment of inertia I is ml square sine square alpha upon 3. So it means that the moment of inertia depends on this angle alpha. So there are two cases of this alpha. One case is if alpha is equal to 90 degree. If alpha is 90 degree, then we can draw the diagram like this: mass m, length L, this is the rod, and the moment of inertia will be ml square. Sine 90 is 1, so it will give us ml square by 3. Again, if we have a look, second case, if alpha is equal to 0 degree. If alpha is equal to 0 degree, then this is the rod and the axis is like this, so that they make an angle 0 degree. So in this case I will be equal to 0. Now we can do one question on this. Suppose this is a square each rod is having mass m and length L, and this is the axis which passes through the diagonal. Now in this case the angle will be 45 degree. So as we can see, suppose this is rod 1, 2, 3 and 4. So moment of inertia of first rod will be ml square sine square 45 divided by 3. So it will be ml square sine 45 is 1 by root 2, so 1 by 2 divided by 6. So I net will be 4I1. It means that I net will be 4 into ml square by 6, which means it will be 2 ml square by 3. So that is all for today's lecture. In the next lecture I will show you how to find the moment of inertia if the axis is passing through the center of the rod, and then we will do some more problems on moment of inertia of the rod about the axis.